afternoon. My name is Nicole Boone. I'm the registered dietitian with Marathon Health. And I know that a lot of you guys, you guys are on break right now. And if I'm not mistaken, some of you are still working in the office. But today, in honor of National Nutrition Month, I do have a couple of recipes for you in case you're doing a little brunch over the spring break or during Easter, for those of you that do celebrate Easter. If not, you just have new recipes for the spring to try during brunch. Now, it is National Nutrition Month. National Nutrition Month is an initiative that was made by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics to promote nutrition and well-being. So we're mostly focusing on being well-nourished, not necessarily any particular specific goal or ends meet. So we mostly focus on our general health, well-being, and diet, and mostly on a balance. This year, we're actually focusing on thinking beyond the table. So we're not just thinking about calories and macros. We're also thinking about what the food that we have in front of us provides to us, and also thinking about the environment and also our pockets. So two of the key components of this year's campaign is actually avoiding food waste or limiting food waste. And also, especially since recession has been a little bit tough and everything keeps going up, except for salaries in some cases, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways, we try to make the best that we can with what we have. So the less food that we waste, the more money we should be saving. All right. So I got a couple of simple recipes for you guys, and I try to use a couple of scraps and also some food items with especially our produce, fruits and vegetables that might be starting to go bad, but they don't have any type of mold, so we shouldn't see any of the white spots, any of the black spots, etc. All right, so the first thing that I have for you, the first entree, if you're hosting, I have these very cute cucumber, cream cheese, salmon bites. Also, if you are not into meat, this is a great choice for you. So this is as simple as it gets. You just cut up some cucumbers, add on some cream cheese, and then some smoked salmon. If you can do whipped cream cheese, even better, because it's easier to assemble. If you're doing straight up cream cheese, not a problem. Just wait a little bit so that it thaws, so that it's easier for you to place it here. Now, of course, I'm going to add a little something else. I'm doing everything but the bagel seasoning. And you could just top it off on top of your plate, or just be very specific if you want to have kind of like a more rustic. So looking at the seasoning all over the plate, you can do so. It'll also depend on your plating if we get a little bit fancy. And I'm adding a little bit of dill weed. I added a little bit too much on that one. There we go. And this is something super simple. Don't look at this one because I added way too much on there, unless you like it that way. But something nice, a quick bite that could be either an appetizer, or we could also be using it as a side dish. Now, following this one, since of course, very important to keep ourselves hydrated, we're also going to be using those cucumbers because remember, we don't want these things to go to waste. We're going to use them with some water. So we're going to infuse this water with some cucumber. Now, if you want to get more of the taste, definitely leave your pitcher with cucumber for extra time. So maybe leave it the night before, etc. If you do it the same day, doesn't matter. Still good. Now with this one, we can also add a little bit of lemon or lime, or brings me to my next recipe, which is a strawberry sauce. So this strawberry sauce was prepared with fresh strawberries. So they were about to go bad, some of them. And I'm going to show you some of them over here so we can take a look at the consistency, so that when we see that they start, I don't know if you can appreciate it well in the camera, but there is no mold, there's no white spots or anything, but we do see that the consistency of the strawberry starts to get a little bit more wrinkled. So we don't have to throw away these out just yet. We can actually make a sauce out of it. Now this sauce, for 3 cups of strawberries, I used about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and I used 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon of honey for this one. You just put it on top of the stove, and in about 8 to 10 minutes, you should be getting this nice little sauce, which I am just going to use a little bit of this into my infused water. Remember, this is mostly strawberries. So we're just giving our water some taste. And I did keep my water at room temperature. And I want to give my water some more flavor. So I'm adding these frozen blueberries, which you can actually, when you prepare that sauce, make sure that we mute ourselves, please, and thank you. When you prepare your sauce, you can add on frozen berries as well. And if you want to do a mixture of strawberries with blueberries and raspberries, you can go ahead and do so. You can also use, instead of strawberries, pineapple, and use it as a marinade for your meats. Pineapple is actually an excellent, it makes an excellent marinade because it breaks down those muscle fibers from the meat. So anything from steak, whatchamacallit, pork chops, and with chicken, it tastes amazing. So cheers to you guys. I do need to hydrate. Delicious. All right, so another way that we can use this strawberry, or this, if you make it with mixed berries, would be to use it on top of your pancake. Now, this pancake is actually made with only 3 ingredients. It's a full-size banana, half a cup of whole wheat flour, and about a teaspoon of baking powder. So you just mix that, and 1 egg. You just mix that in the blender, and you could add some sugar to it. I did not do so. You could also add a little bit of applesauce, or you could do honey. You could also do nutmeg, cinnamon, and a little pinch of salt. All right, so we're just adding a little bit of the strawberry sauce onto our pancake. And this is also great for kids, etc. So you can have them help you out creating this food. So if you're looking for a sweet type of entree for your brunch, that is a good option. Now, going more into the savory part. So for our savory dish and the main dish that I created for you guys, I created this egg casserole with turkey sausage. So our turkey sausage is not really sausage. We're just going to be using ground turkey. I added some salt and pepper. I cooked a little bit of onion with it and a little bit of garlic. Added my ground turkey, and I added, for 1/4 of a pound, I added a teaspoon of fennel. So fennel is going to give it that sausagey taste. So if you're looking into lowering your cholesterol, or even if you like sausage, but you're looking into weight loss, then this might be a better approach for you. Or if you're just trying to find some other options, or if you have a whole bunch of ground turkey in your refrigerator, you're trying to figure out what else to do, you can actually convert that into a sausage. So when I prepare it into this casserole, I used a variety of vegetables. So we got peppers, we got onions, celery, mushrooms, tomato, and any type of peppers. You can add everything, mix everything together. In this case, I did 1/4 of a pound of ground turkey raw, the onion as much as you want, the veggies as much as you want. I did use 3 eggs for this one. I used 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. So casseroles usually have heavy cream or some sort of cream and whole milk. So in order to switch it up a little bit, plus a lot of people, they do purchase the big tub of Greek yogurt. They don't know what to do with it. So whenever you do have these recipes that call for cream, if it's calling for heavy cream, you can actually switch it up directly. So a 1-to-1 ratio, meaning This recipe called for half a cup of heavy cream. I used half a cup of Greek yogurt. I also added some Dijon mustard and of course some cheese. Put it in the oven. So if you're preparing this big brunch for Sunday, but on Sunday you don't want to be rushed, you can actually prepare it ahead of time on Saturday, or you can prepare it on Sunday and then just leave it in the oven so you don't have to be looking at it as much. And there's different ways that we can prepare it. Let me get a spatula. All right, so over here, I did make this personal. This is actually good for, well, depends, right? But it could be good for even 2 people. Now, I do personally like a crunchier crust and a more fluffy inside. So when we look at this on the inside, where's it here? There we go. All right. When we look at the inside, it should be more fluffy. It should be a lighter color. And you can add some extra cheese if you want. You can add other vegetables that I didn't mention. Basically, anything that you feel is kind of going bad in your refrigerator, by all means, just add it in. Okay, there we go. And as we can see here on the inside, it looks nice and fluffy. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's put it on a dish. Now, another way that we can prepare these is in little muffin containers. So I also did an extra one in this silicone mold. And this you could just serve as it is right here. So either way that you choose to, whether you want to do a big casserole, you could just do a big one of these. Of course, I'm just doing, to minimize waste, I'm just doing this one. But you could do a big one and have everyone serve from this one. Or you could do it in little bites. Another recipe that I tried, something just to make it as companion to your eggs, is going to be a little carrot salad. Now for this one, it's just shredded carrots and apples and pecans. So we want to provide a little bit more color to this, right? Since we already also have spinach, I am going to go ahead and add a little bit on the side. There we go. And I prepared this little dressing with some mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and honey, and a little bit of lime. And that way we're providing more color to your plate. All right. And that's mostly it. There is one more recipe that I did wanted to share with you guys, but this one could not be prepared adequately. There is this is a spinach egg wrap. So this is 2 cups of spinach with 1 egg, a little bit of salt, and some garlic. You can add pepper, paprika, any spices that you want with it. So the key thing about this mixture, you're going to blend it in a blender. You want to make sure that the consistency is I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little bit liquidy. So I want to show you. But this is going to go on top of your stove top, or you can bake it, okay? If you want it cooked faster, I would say on top of the stovetop. So you can use that as a wrap tortilla. You can use it with either wrap your egg around it, or you could do it with mozzarella cheese and some pesto and maybe some tomato. Add some cucumbers, add some more spinach if you wish to. The sky is the limit, okay? So be creative. Or you could even do the same bites as the salmon, but with the wrap. Now that wrap is good for 3 days if you keep it in the refrigerator. If you keep it in the freezer, up to 3 months. And that is all for now. Those are my recipes to share with you guys. If anybody has any questions. No, nobody has questions, comments, anything. To the apples. The apples on the salad? No, to the salad, I didn't add any lemon. I did add a little bit of lemon juice to this little dressing that I prepared. But the apples, they're just chopped up and added with the shredded spinach. The spinach, okay. Let me go on to the questions. I'm sorry. Spinach wrap can keep cooked or in liquid form for 3 months. So you can keep it cooked for up to 3 months in the freezer. If it's in the refrigerator, no more than 3 days. And when you heat it up, I recommend that you do it like on the stovetop, or you can toast it. Use your toaster oven. Any other questions? Anything that you would like to add to these recipes or anything additional? Yes. Oh wait. Did somebody raise their hand?
Yeah, she
You're very
did.
welcome,
I
Lydia.
saw it.
No, but thank you. Those recipes were very interesting. I'm definitely going to try them.
Yes, please do so. If you try them, I would love to hear what you thought about them, what your family thought about them. If you did anything different, I'm just going to take a little bit up to the names over here, the people that are here. Yes, I will be sharing some of the recipes. So the strawberry sauce, the sausage, well, the fake sausage. What else? The spinach wrap, and also the pancake. I can share with you guys the pancake. And the salad as well. The salad is very simple. And this salad is just something different. You know, not every salad has to be with lettuce and tomato. And you can have this not just for breakfast, you can have it at any moment of the day. But it's also a good way for us to add some vegetables into our mornings, which sometimes it's not the usual for some people. You're very welcome, Troy. Anyone else? All
All
right.
right. All right. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome, you guys. Enjoy your break. Let me know if you try any of these recipes. And if you do want to schedule an appointment with me, I know that Carly left a link. You guys can also call me at 561-468-2230. If I don't answer, please leave me a message, okay? So that I know that you called and I have to call you back, all right? All right, everyone, have a wonderful break. Yes, I have virtual meetings, I have phone meetings, and I have in person. So there's different availabilities. Any other questions?